Lydia Dedal and McNally TV, and I'm here with the champ, the sub over 80 champion, Sam McNally. What's the story?
Not very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I feel good, yeah.
Yeah, it was a great day for you.
It was good, yeah.
Tough opponents,
Yeah, for sure. They were
Yeah.
the guys were all really, really good. Tom, Brandon, Joey,
Yeah.
and Aaron. Much props to them.
Yeah, you really put a sweat on him though,
Oh, well, I tried.
Yeah, no, you did, and the crowd were loving it. They're lapping it up. Obviously, you're no stranger to competition. IBJJF competitions are kind of your thing. You're at everyone. What was it like for you? Stepping on a stage like that?
It was very different. It was very, very different. At the big tournaments, when there's a big crowd, they're going all day, so people are like coming in, coming out. Not everyone cheers for you, but it's not like people are sitting there waiting for you to come on. And then when you come on, they're all like, go mental. So it was cool. It was an awesome experience.
What was the quietness like, and the clapping? Every move.
Clap. I didn't really know some of the bits, like when the guys were trying to foot lock me, and then the crowd would be like, ooh, that was weird. That was me. I was like, what are you guys all going, ooh, like, you can't even feel what's happening. It's not sore, but and then when I look up, everyone's like laughing. I'm like, well, I forget that there's a crowd going on here, but it was cool.
You had a little moment with Brandon when he had your ankle, and everyone ooh, and you kind of turned around and was like, no, it was so good. It was like a classic moment. It was great. But in terms of the event itself, and obviously your teammate Jonathan Block who put it on, what is it like, seeing an event like this in Ireland? Yeah,
it was much respect for Jonathan for that. There was sold out arena.
Yeah.
16 people under 80, 16 people over 80. Really good high standard tournament, and everyone there seemed to enjoy it from what I could tell from the screens and stuff. So fair play to him. I wasn't sure when he first had the idea. I was like, I don't know if that's going to work out. Who's going to watch jiu-jitsu for 4 hours, or how are you going to get 32 people that will do the competition? But no, he put it together really well, really professional. The production was really good, and as well the guys, just fair play to everyone else for showing up. It was awesome to get the experience of fighting people in a cool place with people watching, and there's prize money as well. So
do you think this is the way forward now for jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, I think once every so often. It's a pretty niche thing. I don't think you do it every weekend, but for sure I'd like to see this again. And as well, you can always change it up. You could have different weight divisions, or you could have different competitors. You could have it in the gi, no gi. It's cool. And as well, it's only going to get bigger. The more exposure that jiu-jitsu gets to the masses, the more people that are going to turn up. A lot of people I know that were there probably only been training for a couple of months, but they just hear about some of the guys that I teach on LinkedIn that were telling me their friends have all started training in the past few months because UFC is so popular, and some of them are here people I don't even know. They're just coming just to see it because they heard that somebody that someone knows is doing the competition, and then they turn up, and it's awesome to see.
You're a purple belt under Darragh O'Connell at East Coast Jiu-Jitsu Academy. How long is it that you've been training in total?
6 years now.
6 years. Have you seen, since obviously Conor McGregor, the UFC, have you seen the dramatic rise in the sport?
The main thing, when people used to ask me, what do you do? I'd be like, that's just not very much. Don't tell them, or I just play sports or whatever. Because it's hard to explain. It's what do you do? Well, I just do jiu-jitsu basically.
Yeah.
But now when you say to someone, they're like, oh yeah, I know jiu-jitsu is. Oh, BJJ, nice. Yeah, Conor McGregor, UFC, yeah, cool. It's okay, now finally I can just tell people what I do. But no, it's crazy the amount of growth you see, and it doesn't really seem to deplete very much. There's always people coming in, especially even in Monkstown and East Coast. There's always new people joining, and it's people come they turn up and they know what's going on already. They've already seen the UFC. They already have exposure to jiu-jitsu, so it's crazy to see. And I never would have predicted that. 6 years ago when I started training, I was just this is just some niche sport that a few lads rolling around the ground with each other, and now it's so much big enough to sell out a theatre and civic theatre and have prize money and stuff. So.
You mentioned as well about LinkedIn that you teach classes down there. This is obviously a new kind of journey in your jiu-jitsu journey, coaching, and obviously a specific coaching. It's not just in your academy, it's in a corporate company. How important is something like that for jiu-jitsu as a sport, and also for companies?
I like to do it because it's nice to get exposure to more people to do jiu-jitsu, because I like doing jiu-jitsu. So I run a company called Exec BJJ where I teach jiu-jitsu for corporate companies, and I work with LinkedIn at the moment, and I'm negotiating with a few other companies. But I think it's good to at least give people the opportunity to turn up, train, try it out, see what it's like, and get more exposure for everyone, because... So what's
the process? Do you go in before they start work? Is it lunchtime? Is it after work?
After work. Well, yeah, after work at the moment, but obviously lunchtime classes and things would be the key for the future. Kind of like how people run yoga at the moment in those kind of companies. So
yeah, I think it's the way forward.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's just cooler than it's like you get to kind of do fighting, and you're like doing things that's good for your body, good for your mind, good for your mobility. And it's different to lifting weights, you know. You're not just turning up. I don't need to like sell jiu-jitsu to people that are watching, you know, but you know what I'm saying. It's fun. I like doing it anyway, so I'm sure everyone else will.
No, it's good. And where can people find out about Exact BJJ? If
exactbjj.com, Facebook exactbjj, Instagram exactbjj, Twitter.
Good stuff. Are we getting Sam's award so that we can see it? It's a big slick award.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, there, yeah.
Fair play to Jonathan.
John Block, he did not spare any expense on that. You want to hold out?
Yeah.
Let it go. But before we let you go, do you have any shout outs or anything?
Oh yes, of course. Shout out to all my teammates, my coach Dara, my strength and conditioning coach Al. Most importantly, I have to shout out to Jonathan Block. I can't stress enough how much of a positive influence he's given to the community by running something like this. You know, it's so cool to see that now there's a demand for people to watch jiu-jitsu kind of like they watch any other sport. Like you'd sell out a play like this, and you sold out a jiu-jitsu theater. So massive shout out to him, and he really put in a lot of work. And I know that like whatever for the last year he hasn't been able to train, and he's coming up with these ideas and putting it all together. And on the day today, it all ran like clockwork, and it was really good. So I have to give such a big shout out to him. But yeah.
Good stuff. Well, a lovely positive note to leave our interview on. Sam McNally.
Thank you.